Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Christelle Martinette and I'm here with a full moon reading for the 9th of June 2017 and I'm announcing a contest. Yes, you've got it, it's a contest. The contest involves the best ghost story. First of all, let me tell you that I'm going to start changing the way I do things, at least for the upcoming months, the summer months. I'll remove the mid-month readings and offer more general one-off readings like this one for the new moon, so I could target specific days and actually upload more readings. So that's the change. Now let's back to the contest. The contest involves the best ghost story and the winner receives a giveaway. The giveaway is a property or business clearing. It's a $500 value. And the contest opens, you'll be reading all of these regulations, these rules here underneath my video. And the contest opens with this full moon video reading, the full moon reading on the 9th of June 2017 and ends on Saturday, June 17th at midnight. All stories are to be sent at my address, readings@christelle.martinette.com. I should have this somewhere here, or here on the screen. You can see that, readings@christelle.martinette.com. And on the subject line, you write contest. Any stories received after that time won't be taken into consideration. Now, the stories I receive by that date, June 17th, midnight, will be judged by myself and another colleague, Lightworker, who actually gave me the idea. So I'm going to honor her and mention her new online store. She has a new online store. I've been there. I've ordered some decks and beautiful, interesting, that I've never seen around before at very good prices. Her website, the shop, is secretsoftheuniverse.shop. I'll say that again, secretsoftheuniverse.shop. All those who read professionally or for just pleasure, you might find some things, really, really interesting things. And actually, I'll be using a Lenormand deck that I purchased from her shop for the next month reading in July, because in July, that's halfway, we have another half of the year. And what I'm going to do in July is offer a grand tableau, mini grand tableau for the following 6 months and do a July reading as well. So next month is going to be an important reading month. Now, what is important to remember for this contest is that by submitting the stories to me, you give me permission then to read your story online in a future video where that I'll be uploading to announce the contest winner. The winner, as I said, will receive this property or business clearing, a value of $500, and we can schedule it. We'll be scheduling it after I upload the video announcing the winner. Let's see if I've done everything. You can get more information about what the prize is all about, the property and business clearing. But just a few words about that. Whatever your beliefs are on spiritualities, there are entities such as ghosts, as poltergeists, discarnate spirits, lost souls, earthbound spirits, that these phenomena exist is a given. They affect people, they affect their homes, their business, and the surrounding property. And the associated energy with that could be actually devastating, strong enough to create a number of difficulties for you. And in that reading, we get to the energetic root of these phenomena to better understand what set off the different forms and degrees of possession that the properties or the businesses have and undergo. And then these are cleared. The research, the analysis, and the clearing of the negative entities is carried out through energy work, through light work. There could be a number of different reasons, a multitude of reasons behind the presence of such entities, or that why they attach to a property. But important, what is more, these may be impacted by energy portals that can lead to energy imbalances. And the work that I do to clear these properties does target that. So remember, all of the rules and regulations are written right under this video. Let me start now with the reading. So for today's reading, I have, just to keep in theme, to keep in the theme with the contest, I'll be using this deck, which is created by Lo Scarabeo. It's called the Vampire Tarot of the Eternal Night. It's a delightful tarot deck that brings to light our fears and how to face them. And then, of course, I'll be using the Vera Sibilla deck, the Neapolitan deck if I need it, and then cast the runes. So let's see what this full moon energy has in store for us. A lot of people have been writing to me already, feeling the energy of the moon, and thinking that what they're going through can be ascribed to this moon's energy. Let's see what the full moon 9th of June has in store for us. This is a general reading then. Well, now, as always, I say, oh, how interesting. Oh, how interesting. Well, they really are. First, let me show you these, and then I'm going to use, for every card, the Vera Sibilla on them, so we can get a reason why this, for example, this King of Cups has come out. The King of Cups is at the very top. This is a diamond spread. There's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. This is the Lover's card. The 3 of Cups. The 4 of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. Right in the middle, it's an offering. I'm seeing this as a very important spiritual offering. The 9 of Swords. And this is probably at the basis of our fears. Let me go on. First of all, 10 of Swords. So that's a progression, 9 and 10. And so we are ending a series. Well, let me finish showing you. The 5 of Pentacles. And then the Emperor. Now, there is a, sicuramente, I'm just talking Italian, surely there's a water sign or the water sign energy, male or female, that is prominent in this period for us. But the whole focus line down the middle, the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Emperor, has to do with someone in our life who is having difficulty in approaching directly, but what I'm seeing is that they have to still do a lot of work. I'm seeing spiritually that is their basis, their language of love is financial. And it seems that their financial situation or something that they're not proud of in terms of their work or their labors is holding them back, it seems, it so seems. But what is a given here is this, of course, the Lover's card on mirroring the 3 of Cups. And in their mind and in your mind, there is one step in the right direction. You have seen each other, you're going somewhere, you know that something is there, even if it may be shaky. Why do I say that? Because there's this 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords typically in the tarot talks about a pregnant pause. And the pause here is, and oops, the Four of Pentacles, usually the Four of Swords always talks about a pause. And very often you'll have a sarcophagus or a someone with a coffin. And it is a form of pausing and then transforming. And when it appears, it does give us, as I mentioned before, this deck talks, this blah 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 blah. This deck talks to our fears. On both parts, on both sides, there is the fear that if time goes by, it can actually turn into a coffin. No longer will there be any talk. No longer will there be any interaction. Or, if the timing is right, there will be a resurrection. Now, the offering is indeed spiritual. It is of a high spiritual nature. There is love. There's unconditional love here, but there is the fear of waiting. Now, I see that because there's a mirroring effect between the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords. And of course, this Nine of Swords is telling us that, yes, it is a fear, but it is a fear that includes both of you. You see these rays of light, right? This is a fear that you have in it's deepest, just one of your deepest fears. And we'll take a look at that. Now, there is the Ten of Swords, and that indicates to us that the worst, the actual worst, has passed. But when we see that together on a par with this, they're actually mirroring each other. There is a spiritual moment here. There is a spiritual good, something spiritual that is in the form of a monetary value, And I'm seeing it as either this person or you have lost money. You are not in a good place with regards to your position of work. You do not want to present or meet that person on a one-to-one basis until you have all your ducks in a row. The Emperor is a person who is in control and is in power. And ultimately, this is the exiting card. Now, I'm going to take the Vera Sibilla deck and take a look at these cards and do them in a way. First I'll lay them and then I'll show you so that they will give me a first initial story emerging to clarify these other cards, and then I'll show them to you. Okay, let the dances begin. Over the person, the water sign here. This water sign, actually, I have here the dottore, the doctor, and the widower, vedovo, and la donna di servizio, the housemaid. And what this tells me that these two are nearing, the person in question is nearing a moment when they are starting to feel in a better place. They rear their head, they write to you, they make contact, they may trick you sometimes, they may say, oh, I really do want to see you, oh, and you know. But the positive side is brought by the housemaid, because the housemaid always has a helping hand and gives a helping hand, is a helping hand. So that person presently, currently, is in a place where they have the power to present in a positive light. Over the Lover's card, here is the Thief that speaks to change, the Hope, and the Friend, which talks of harmony. Now, the Lover's card does imply a choice, and in this case I'm reading it. Shall I present now to this person? That means I have to update all of my, what has happened to me so far. I really have to tell them everything. I really have to tell them everything. And it is exactly this choice that has brought on a recent negative change. There's, one step forward and 3 steps back. We're in the process of the second step back because there's hope there. And the cards are telling you that harmony is yours nonetheless. This is, then you're starting to feel the emergence of a bit of fear here. And over this celebratory card, the Three of Cups, I have, and here again, there's this dance of one card negating the other. There's the sadness, the dispiacere, the disgrazia, the disgrace, the house on fire, and then the domestic. Now you can see that the house domestic at the top is aided by the domestic, but here, what I'm seeing, whereas the that housemaid is always a positive aid, here this person's hiding something. And they are still putting behind them, they're starting to put behind them their fears, okay? They still are hiding, and this may come out as fake emails, numbers, messages to you from different numbers, that where it's them, but they're not actually out there. You can't put a face to a number, that kind of thing. Playing, it could be a form of playing, can be hiding. It's them telling you, I'm hiding and I can't get out now. Then over this Four of Swords, I have the pensiero, the thought, the gelosia card, jealousy, and the male enemy. Now, this timing, right? We said that the timing card is the Four of Swords. It does give you the impression that, because the Four of Swords is mirroring the Nine of Swords, that there's fear here concerning a third party, that, this could be a female enemy as it could be a male enemy. There's fear there that if time goes by too much, that there may be a loss in store for you or the other person. Now, right in the center card, the focus card, this Page of Pentacles, I have Sospiri, the sighing, Stanza, the room, and the amatrice, the female, lover could be a male. And what I'm seeing is that, yes, they are looking at different ways. This is definitely a pause because it got too close, and you were not you could be the other person involved, but I'm seeing is that as the water sign involved with you, they're in a place where, yes, this is the ultimate answer to this spread. Communication will be coming in, but the communication can be of all natures, as we saw over the Four of Swords, and the timing can be left to be desired, because we don't know how long that will be, and we don't know if you or the other party will be ready for that or willing at that time. Then we have over the Nine of Swords here, now we have both enemies, and they are balancing each other. They're mirroring each other. We have the female enemy, la nemica, the donna maritata, the woman with children, married woman, and could be a married woman or married mere militare, the military. Now, here too, we're getting the same fear. The fear is that if time goes by, the female role or the gender, like gender relationships, who has the role of a female at times, because, there are switches, but they have the same fear in terms of if words are not said, you may not be available any longer, and you'll be moving from the amica, the friend, to the enemy. And this involves those of you, more likely those of you who have children. Okay, now, I'm going toward the Ten of Swords, which is the end of a cycle here. And what do we have? Finally, Belvedere, future, bright looking. And, however, there is the prison here. Now, I'll talk about that in a second. And the Gran Signore, the most important person, could be a Grand Dame. And what we see here is that these two cards are both looking at a moment where nothing is happening. But it's over with this moon. That will be put behind you, definitely. Then I have over this Five of Pentacles card, I've got the Deliranti, the delirious people, Fortuna, fortune, and Vecchia Signora, who speaks to positive change. She's the opposite of the thief there, who speaks to negative change. The anxiety that's present over this Five of Pentacles, this, not being ready to present with as the person that you would like the other party to see you, or the other person to be seen, as you're not ready for it. What happens then, since those fears become a thing of the past with the moon? Fortune is in the cards, and the old lady starts to enact positive change. What do we have over this emperor? After all that trouble, up and down and up and down, we have la leggerezza, contact, physical contact, the lightness of being, sex, and the gifts, omaggio di preziosi, and it does talk of an intimate relationship. But we have here falsità, which is the, usually it speaks to lies, but what it does speak to, if it's mirroring the leggerezza, is that it talks about sensuality. Now, isn't that nice? Now, isn't that nice? And sex. Now, well, just a plug for myself. Those of you who are interested in La Vera Sibilla, that you can get purchase modules, the teaching modules online, or the course. You'll find it on my website, La Vera Sibilla, What Would Life Be Without Them? Now I'm going to take the runes and cast them to see what they have to say. Okay. Oh, whoa. I'm so happy that I did this. Okay. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. There's nothing Merkstave here, and there's really straightforward out. All right, so we're starting with time. I've read the cards from the top to the bottom. I'm reading the runes from the bottom to the top. Timing, all right? Again, echoing the fact that time is of the essence, and time is the fundamental question here. The Five of Pentacles and the Vera Sibilla that have been clarifying it is Gifu. This is an exchange. This is an exchange where you both, they're suggesting, they're counseling you to both tell each other your fears, tell each other, give each other an opening to say, I'm human too. I have these fears. It's è più grande di me, it just takes me over. Then I have here an interesting a trio right over the Nine of Swords. This is a nightmarish card. I've got Bercano or Bercana, Bjork, and Suilo, the Sun, and Otala. These are three huge opening. These are openings to the future. A key to moving forward and the beginning is yours when you're able to put behind yourself the fears. And it is actually the fears that will make you come together when you both realize that you are both in the same boat. You have to imagine that that person is experiencing the same thing. All right, you're pigging out on chocolate. That other person is pigging out on something else. You can't sleep at night. They're awake all night too. You're overdoing it with alcohol. They're doing the same type of things, and you're going crazy. Love does this to you. Well, just know that they're the same dynamics that are occurring with that other person. Right in the focus card, over the Page of Pentacles here, I have Wunyo, beautiful, and need. Now, of course, this tells us that there is you both, okay, could be two parties, could even be three parties, but you do need to accept the fact that spirituality, this love, it is love we're talking about, and you need to remember that it's unconditional, and it's time to stop freaking out. Okay, because it brings joy, Wunyo. Two other runes have fallen. One over the Lover's card, the Decision. And I have Ansu's Bright Stave. And Ansu does talk about communication. And right across, mirroring that, is Diag. And it is the communication which will ultimately bring you the success of Sohilo and the Sun and the beginning of Bjork. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope this was of help to you for the new moon, for the full moon here, the 9th of June. And may you have a great moon. And remember the contest. Remember the contest. Start sending me your stories. Start sending me your stories. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.